Hello and welcome back to the final part of Sonic Adventure 2. I'm Jeff.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Josh.
And Amy.
Hey, she's actually going to try and do something.
Wait, what? What was that? Step back. Whatever.
Is she?
Wait, where is she seeing this?
Is she talking to us?
She's looking at the pig.
She's looking at Big.
That's who she's looking at. Okay. Maybe Big startled her.
Maybe it's a translation error, but I don't really get how this speech is inspirational.
I don't get it either, but it works.
Maybe I'm a cynic at heart. But we keep bringing up this idea of wishes.
That's what they bring up here?
Oh well, no, she's suggesting like people are good if they don't give up on their dreams.
But they're basically good if they try their best and never give up on their wishes. They always have a reason.
When you wish upon a star.
Saving them is a good thing.
Are you guys there?
Shadow, I beg you, please do
Yeah.
Oh, just you've been quiet.
I forgot to unmute my mic.
Oh.
I've been talking this whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, Maria.
Yeah, and she's using the hedgehog ejection pod.
The hedgehog ejectionator.
Now, Josh, how do you feel about this whole Maria thing? As a story?
It's
worse than Shadow the Hedgehog. Let's go with that. It works. It's worse than Shadow the Hedgehog. It actually kind of works here.
I think Maria is used more like as just a device in this game, like just to make plot go along. I don't know.
Oh, plot device.
Yeah, plot device.
Well, I was going to say I'd phrase it more like she's the character's motivation, rather than an actual plot device.
It looks just like the shrine of the Master Emerald.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
But I can sort of see why Shadow got popular, because he's the character with a backstory. The rest is like
yeah,
Sonic.
none of them really have backstories.
Yeah, well, Knuckles is alone, but others like Tails and Sonic himself are just there.
Knuckles' backstory is just meh. Anyways.
Well, they could have done something with Knuckles' backstory, but I guess
they could have done something good with it, but they didn't really do much with it in the end, anyways.
And what the hell is this? It comes out.
Well then, meet Shadow Alpha version. Really.
Now, I get why this creature is in the game, because we need a common enemy for both the heroes and villains.
Yeah.
I guess a little more foreshadowing would have been helpful.
Yeah.
Because before this, he only appears on a piece of paper for 2 seconds.
Huh.
And I'm thinking how this boss appears in the 3DS versions of Sonic Generations.
It sucks in the 3DS versions of Generations. One thing is how they do it in the 3DS version of Generations is since the 3DS version of Generations is all 2D, you just walk around him the whole time.
Oh yeah.
As he chases you.
And the boost is pointless.
Yeah, the boost is pointless.
Annoying.
Just keep walking. Actually, the boost could technically be pointless throughout the whole Generations 3DS anyways. You just have to tap it once, and then you are running as fast as you can. And, yeah, this boss is easier, I guess, in the 3DS version of Generations, but it's also kind of difficult in the bubble sections.
And I was gonna
it's longer.
And I was gonna say, he looks a lot slimier in the 3DS version.
Yeah, but that's probably just the graphics, the graphical style.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
And the shaders and the lightness and all that.
Yeah. But he's got like a really bright specular map.
Yeah.
Oh crap. Now, I know you meant to somersault under these dark matter things. It's Shadow Ball from Pokemon. But what was? Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes I'll somersault, but a lot of sometimes you can just homing attack left and right and dodge those things.
Yeah.
Which I try and be smart and try and pull off, but So no, I've failed.
Generations 3DS, all you gotta do is either jump over it or slide under it.
Yeah.
Actually, no, never mind. I was thinking of something, but it didn't quite work out. The 3DS fight, it's just like this, but at some certain points he chases you with his tail instead. And he also has random like bubbles that pop up out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, now this fight is actually harder than the last fight, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Especially the second to final part. Like, not the part where he like floats up with all those bubbles and there's no gravity, but the part before that.
Where
really
you have to
tedious.
homing attack him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy in the 3DS version, that's a lot easier.
Yeah.
And I was going to point out the roar he makes when you hit him. Now, some people have said that's identical to Perfect Chaos, but I think it sounds different.
To me, it sounds the same.
He sounds like a puma,
What?
a mountain lion. You know, the
Oh,
whole
a puma.
"Meow."
Okay, you said Puma. You said your accent's different, and it confuses me sometimes.
Hang on, do you know what a puma is?
Puma is what we
A
call it.
puma.
That's what I'm used to hearing it sound. When you said Puma, I was like, what? I guess it's just your accent and how you say things are a lot different than here. My one British friend in my class, he calls a taco taco. Do you call those tacos?
I would say taco.
Okay, then maybe he's just retarded, but
Now, I've heard my fellow British people call they call jalapenos jalapenos. I've heard that.
oh, some people just call that to be some people call those that here just to be assholes though.
Hipster accents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you get hit here, I think doesn't he shoot more at you? Or am I wrong?
You could be right.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, you're gonna want to go slow here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because if you spam the homing attack, you're gonna die.
yeah.
That part.
I was going to point out. I like how this boss battle does include, somersaulting, homing attacks, and grinding.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's quite cleverly put together.
Wow, this part looks a lot more difficult than it does in the 3DS version. Anyways, Perfect Chaos is done. And I don't know why Sonic faced him in the 3DS version, but maybe that's just because Sonic's there.
Yeah, like I said, the Egg Golem would have been a more suitable boss fight to reimagine.
Do in the 3DS version?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just like how Perfect Chaos was in the HD version. They decided 3DS version they should have BioLizard.
Now, I hate to say this, but and of course it's about to neutralise the Chaos Emeralds, but 2 seconds later, that action is undone. So, thanks for trying, Knuckles.
Yeah, they just used the Chaos Emeralds after anyway, so what's the point?
Yeah.
Stop the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah. The Master Emerald looks less impressive here than it does in SA1.
It looks a lot, in a way
Glassy.
it looks fat. It looks glassier, it's kind of fatter.
Gah! Exclamation point.
Just... God.
Why did they need the exclamation point there? We already know what's yelling.
Chaos control is
Hang on, was he supposed to say, was that Chaos Control?
since we've stopped the Chaos Emeralds.
I don't know.
Because the fact that Shadow says, is that what Chaos Control is, doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what Chaos Control is.
Now, I do actually like the last story because you definitely feel this good build-up of tension.
Yeah. I don't know, I think I like the last story, the story part of the last story in this game better than SA1's, but I like the boss battle in SA1 better.
Yeah, I like the boss battle in this one more because there's a bit more stuff to do in it.
Yeah.
I guess I just like easy stuff though.
casual?
Yeah, I'm actually. I play a lot of video games, but I play them more casually than I do like hardcore.
Look, it looks like they're rolling dice. Mama needs a new pair of
Yahtzee!
shoes. we've entered anime all of a sudden.
Why Shadow Silver?
Actually, I do like that. It makes it look different from Super Sonic.
Yeah.
And I'm also reminded how
Yeah.
Super Silver just looks just like white silver. Should have made him like orange. But that's... I know that's a minor point, but...
Yeah.
Hazard.
How did they go from Final Hazard to Shadow the fucking Hedgehog?
Now, I actually do drag on this boss fight a bit longer.
I was watching it earlier and I did notice that, yeah.
Which was... It was 1% intentional.
It was 1%. Okay.
But what I find interesting is that it's called Hazard. Final Hazard, but all like the obstacles in the classic games are actually called hazards in the manual. So the idea that this boss is called the Final Hazard implies that he'll be the final thing ever. If you get what I mean.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's actually kind of cool.
Now, Josh, what do you think of this super fight here?
It's definitely more like interactive than SA1's, and definitely a lot more straightforward than Sonic 06. I couldn't figure that out the first time I played that, but
Don't bother using Silver in the second part. Just use Sonic and Shadow.
yeah, I already beat it. But
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, whatever.
this boss fight I feel is the best out of all the final boss fights. Mind you, I haven't played the Sonic Heroes one because getting the Chaos Emeralds is hell in that game. But
Ugh.
out of all the 3D Sonic games with the final bosses, segments like this, I think this is the best one, even though none of them are particularly good.
It probably is the best one actually. Like, I wouldn't say others are bad. Others are just simple, like the Sonic Adventure one.
Yeah.
But like the one in Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog involves like mashing attack buttons, which isn't too enjoyable.
Yeah.
I kind of like the one in Unleashed. I mean, it's
Unleashed, I was thinking that too. I was thinking of Unleashed, like the big thing, whatever Chip was doing.
Yeah, the Gaia Colossus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I found that boss fight a little too complicated, like,
I know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like how they put so much effort into that boss fight, and how you get lots of different things to do. But
Yeah,
at the same time, it's probably more things than you need.
I like the part of heading towards Dark Gaia, but I don't like some of them. Like the first two are okay; they're not too hard. But then the third one comes up, and you're like, "Oh God," because you keep dying.
Now, actually, when it comes to Unleashed, we sort of talked about it another time. But am I recording it? Because I would like to.
You said something about recording it, yeah. You said that you like. I noticed that you did an LP of the game too, so I was like, oh, maybe he likes it a lot. Yeah, you can record it. Are you
Yeah,
going to be
Yeah.
recording the HD or Wii version, PS2, whatever?
Good question.
Because if you're doing the standard definition version, I could probably do the HD version.
Actually, that is a good idea to do. Sort of split it up between us, the
Yeah.
two versions.
It'd also give me another incentive to play through all Sonic Unleashed all over again.
Yeah. Good luck with the medals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my problem. That's why I've never played it over again. I've only played on the same save file that I've had.
Well, there is actually a YouTube channel called Sonic the Medals, and it
I
shows
know,
you.
and that helps me where... that's how I actually got to the final Eggman Land place.
And as you get later in the
God, I
boss,
forgot about Eggman Land.
and as you get later in the boss fight, the sky starts going a bit reddish.
Yeah, as if you're coming closer toward the Earth.
Yeah, and there is a line here which I didn't know they said until Clement pointed it out. But Shadow sort of like jokes that Sonic is the ultimate life form as a sort of compliment, which I find that sort of a nice character moment, I guess.
Yeah.
It actually it shows like Shadows have warmed up to Sonic a bit more. And now Sonic will finish him off, and he'll get the victory animation.
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed the items that they have on their hands have disappeared when they go super.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess just to make the model more simple or something. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly.
Or they all burned off from all the superness.
Hey, you know what? That would explain why they don't appear in a future game. Maybe have to collect power-ups again.
Oh yeah.
Continuity. Yeah.
What was Boblex realizing? I wasn't paying attention.
Oh. No, it's actually a long story. We were talking about how
I'll, just tell me it after. Just tell me it
No,
after.
it's not really. Well, they don't have their bracelet power-ups on
Oh yeah.
when they go super. So maybe they burnt up when they turned super. And thus that explains why they don't have those abilities in the future games.
Son of a bitch. That makes sense, yeah. Well, they keep the lightspeed dash. So I guess that's probably just inside them or something. Wait, how did they burn up the ancient light then?
I do.
It's inside of them.
Oh well, the lightspeed attack does reappear in Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, but not like you know, with the thingy, not with the attack.
Hmm. Now, Shadow fucks Earth while he's still super. So I actually see how he survived that fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see why, actually, I probably would have never thought that he's actually dead here. And all they're doing is making it out to seem like he's dead.
Yeah, that's actually what it looks like.
Sonic Shadow's like, where's Shadow? He's dead. Really? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead, and he's not here. That obviously means he's dead.
Yeah.
Huh.
And this is an ending you don't see in Sonic games anymore, like a slow, emotional ending.
Where is Shadow?
Well, that's because too much story has been happening in Sonic games, and that it probably thought maybe not too much emotional stuff, maybe more happy stuff.
Now, before we talked about how this was often seen as the last Sonic game, or it could have been the last Sonic game because of Sega, and in a way, this really could have been an end to the series, story-wise. Because you could see this and you see, oh, Sonic and Eggman must have made up, or something. If you get what I mean. Like, it ends with everybody getting along, so... Well, I'm glad it didn't end, of course.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have games like Colors and
old ways in
Generation. Yeah. After this, Robotnik's like, oh yeah, I'm evil.
And again, a nice bit of backstory on Eggman here, talking about how his grandfather inspired him. Are you two here?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Hello?
Jeff?
Jeff?
So what's next for you, Rouge?
Jeff, we're here.
Oh,
You love so much.
I've turned in the game audio on my headphones again. Sorry.
Yeah. Wait, what wasn't Rouge just with Sonic? Yeah, whatever. You know.
If you say so.
Oh, look at that.
What did you guys think of Sonic Adventure?
Oh yeah.
Two?
Again, let's see. Oh, actually, overall, I would say it's quite a good game. I enjoy the Sonic levels. The story's pretty good. The treasure hunting levels are fun once you figure out that you should use the clues. But the mecha level.
I used the clues, but I didn't understand them.
Yeah, but the mecha levels are still a damn point for me. Josh?
This is my favorite Sonic game. I love almost every aspect of it. Not as much as others. Like, obviously I like the speed levels better than treasure hunting and mech, but I still don't mind or necessarily hate the mech or treasure hunting. The treasure hunting, I do see why it would be troublesome on your first playthrough, but I don't really remember that since I played the game, like, as a kid, so I don't remember my first time doing the treasure hunting, because when you're a kid, you're bad at everything in video games. I think the story was, like, it was not like it wasn't too much story like Sonic 06 or something, but it was like just right, like the amount of
Everything.
story and gameplay and everything. I find it's the best story in the series. Has probably the best gameplay for Sonic, because after that they turned into soap mode with Sonic Heroes and everything.
Soap
And-
mode.
So yeah, so in my opinion this is the best Sonic game, and it has been getting better, but in my opinion I don't think Generations is as good as this game, or the Unleashed Daytime Formula or Colors or anything, so yeah.
I sort of know what you mean. Like when I was playing Final Chase, I could jump from rail to rail by myself, you know, without it being automated, because the physics
Yeah.
are so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, it looks like Lost World is
Yeah.
going to bring back some sort of control, like, you know, precise control.
Yeah, with the parkour system and all that.
And the story.
Anyways.
Oh,
I had a big realization when we had this playthrough. I
yeah.
found out that this game's only fun when I don't play it. When I watch someone else do it, they seem pretty good at it, so it must be fun. But when I play it, it's like meh.
I was just going to point out how I think Josh does have a point about the story. It's quite good, and one of the better stories, and it's definitely faster paced compared to Sonic Adventure 1. It's got a good mix of story and gameplay, which I don't think
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
games have done that well.
Like Sonic Adventure 1 was terrible mixed with story and gameplay. It was mostly story and not as much gameplay. Anyways, next time we meet up, I think it's gonna be Pikmin, I think.
Yeah. Possibly, if I finish recording that.
Okay. Because I'm trying to record Luigi's Mansion, but my capture card just was not agreeing with me. So next time we meet, I think we're doing Pikmin. See you guys then.
Bye.
Goodbye.